Hey everybody, welcome back. So I got some sweet stuff to show you guys today. Actually, I got a bunch more stuff than I can fit in one video, so I'm going to be making a couple videos today. But let's start first. I got lucky at Target. So every time I go to Target, Target's basically a dead zone. There's nothing in Target. Like, you can't find anything in Target. Well, at least the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. There's never anything in Target. But I did happen to finally come across a couple of these bad boys. These are the Target exclusive 6-inch Black Series Clone Wars figures. And all I got was Obi-Wan and one of the clones. But, I guess a win is a win, I guess. But, yeah, that's all that there was. There was just one of these Obi-Wans and then two of this guy. This was Clone Pilot Hawk. And Clone Pilot Hawk is pretty sick. This is actually an original figure for this set for the series. I don't know if they've done this Obi-Wan already before. But Hawk is definitely new. A guy they have not done yet before. So I was pretty excited to find those. I'll probably end up selling them probably around Christmas time just because, I'm not collecting too much of the Black Series right now unless it's Super Expanded Universe. I know Clone Wars is Expanded Universe, but, I like the more, abstract stuff. And the Clone Wars is kind of more as opposed to, straight-up canon stuff these days. But, yeah, so super cool to see these guys. I like the detail on them. And Hawk has a pretty cool, emblem on his helmet. Let's see if I can get that to even focus in. Yeah, I don't know if I can get that to focus in quite right. But yeah, pretty cool figures though, either way. So we got the Obi-Wan, and then of course there's Anakin, and then Echo, Clone Echo, in this set. This is the back of them. It's 50th anniversary of this or that, but they're just busting out these exclusives for Target right now. So that's pretty exciting. But also, yeah, I got lots of stuff to show you. I went to Cosmic Monkey the other day, actually. Got some more comic books. I'm probably not going to show you all those because I think I already put those away somewhere. But I was wearing my Cobra Kai shirt when I went into Cosmic Monkey, and when I went to check out, the guy was like, hey, didn't they make a Cobra Kai comic book from IDW or something like that? And I was like, oh, I had no idea. So maybe they made a Cobra Kai comic book, and that's out there. So that'd be kind of cool to get a hold of. If any of you guys have ever seen that, holler at me. Tell me what you thought of it. But he gave me this that came out with it in 2019, this patch that came out to accompany the Cobra Kai comic book. And it's a Cobra Kai patch. So that was pretty exciting to get kind of on the random, and just because I was wearing the Cobra Kai shirt. So that's pretty fun. It says, strike first, strike hard, Cobra Kai. So yeah, pretty exciting thing there to just kind of randomly get. It's a cool little freebie from Cosmic Monkey. But yeah, we got some mail calls. So it's been a while since I've been able to do a video here, so I've got a little backed up on these packages. But this one was kind of something cool that I ordered off of Facebook. Just kind of randomly, Marketplace. They pop up just different companies. It's not even Marketplace. It's just different companies that are posting their products onto Facebook now. And this is something that I usually wouldn't get because I don't collect these. But I do have a Baby Yoda one, and I saw that they had one of this, but this is I collect this character, so I definitely picked this up because it was sweet. This is the Black Cat Fig Pin. Get there without the glare. Come on, get there without the glare. But yeah, this is the Black Cat from the Fig Pin series. And so yeah, I was pretty excited to see that because I love anything that's randomly Black Cat. Actually, I saw a statue. We went up to see my buddy Harold up near Tacoma. And there was a Black Cat statue this guy had up there. It was a couple $100, so I didn't pull the trigger on it. But I was definitely interested. But it was kind of a taller, cool statue. Maybe later down the road, if I have extra cash and we're going by there, I might buy that. Go back to that store and maybe buy that figure. So yeah, just thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I ordered it, and it was cheap. So kind of cool to have, and I'll put that up with my Black Cat collection that you may or may have not seen before. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff to get to here. I'm not even quite sure what some of these are just because the stack's kind of a little massive. And like I said, I'm not going to open them all right now. Let me know what you guys think about the mail call. Do you prefer to watch the mail call, or should I just have everything already open and just show you real quick and be like, hey, this is what I got in the mail? Or is it kind of suspenseful and interesting to see, the packaging and the unpackaging and see what it might be or may not be, and see maybe my disappointment if it's something that gets all messed up in the mail. I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting myself, and I kind of find it interesting when I find videos like that on the YouTube here. But let's get into this one. Yep, like I said, I have no idea what this is right now. And we're going to fight out together. Oh, yeah. Miss Marvel, #2. So as you will see and have seen, I'm slowly putting together this Miss Marvel set. So I kind of went with the keys first. Actually, I randomly got... what started me is that big random lot of comic books that I got for like super cheap. There was Miss Marvel #6 in there. And that kind of got me on the kick of, oh, maybe I can put together the couple of issues of that. And then I learned that the set run was only like 23 issues. If you don't count the Marvel Super Specials that came out years later, that kind of close off number 24 and 25. But yes, there's only 25 issues altogether in this original run. So slowly but surely, I've been trying to put it together. And of course, I picked up all the keys first. So I got #1, and then I got number 16, 17, 18, which was like the first appearances of Mystique. And then I got number 20, the first appearance of the newer costume with like the lightning bolt and all that. But yeah, so you'll see in later videos, and maybe even in this video, as some more of these Miss Marvels come through. And eventually I'm going to be putting it into, like, I've been making these train videos. So I have this little Lego train set up here in the room. And I've been lining stuff up, and I've kind of let the train go and kind of videotape stuff as it kind of goes by. And you will be seeing those definitely coming up. Especially I'm going to do big videos coming up of all these original Star Wars figures. So I'm going to do like each individual set, like in different videos. So like the first 12, I'm going to do like a real close-up review of the original 12 Star Wars figures. And then I'll go into like the next 7 after that. And then we'll go into, Wave 1, Empire Strikes Back, and then Wave 2, Empire Strikes Back, and then we'll get Return of the Jedi, and then eventually we'll get to the last 17, and by the end of it, you'll know basically what you'll need to know about the original vintage Star Wars figures. And I'm also going to put it on my little turntable and do like a close-up thing, so it'll be like you get the full 360 view of each individual figure as I'm talking about it. But of course, that'll be split up in a bunch of different videos. And then, of course, I'm going to be plugging into... I did a big setup where I basically set up all the figures along a big train track, and then I set the train going, and the train kind of went around all my vintage Star Wars vehicles and all the figures lined up. And so I got a pretty cool train video of all the vintage Star Wars stuff kind of lined up. So you'll see that coming out here pretty soonish. But yeah, let's get on to more packaging here. I'm definitely interested to see. I mean, sometimes it's been so many weeks since I've even been able to get to this. I kind of forget here and there what I've even gotten. Oh yeah, this was one I picked up on the cheap, just because I figured out that also in that set where I got all those crazy comic books for super cheap, I had the very first appearance of Mockingbird, and Mockingbird was a chick Avenger, kind of like almost like a cross between, I don't know, she's kind of like the Avengers equivalent of the Black Canary. And so I got the first appearance of her, and it was like a Marvel team up with Spider-Man. And then apparently in this issue, featuring Mephisto and a crazy embossed cover, she dies. So I just thought, if I was going to have the first appearance of her, and she's not around comic books anymore, what happened to her? So I looked, and she died in a comic book, and this is the comic book she died in. So I figured I could get this to pair up with that very first appearance of her. So now I have her first appearance and her death. Kind of grim, but yeah. I just thought it would be kind of a funny idea. And plus, it's a really cool cover, and I really like these old embossed covers when Marvel was just really just trying to sell books. So they put out cool covers to try to sell the books. And hey, it worked. When I was a kid, I loved them. I loved all these crazy covers. But yeah, moving on. Let's see what we got here. Where are we at on time? Yep, we're just about 9 minutes in. I'll probably stop this at about 12 minutes and then start another video because I've got lots more toys and all sorts of crazy stuff to show you. Like I said, we just made a trip up to Tacoma area to see my buddy Harold, and I visited a couple comic book shops there, and I picked up some toys off of Harold because Harold is another toy guy. He's a big toy collector. Oh yeah, I also took a video of his toy collection, so you see his toy collection, and he's got a lot of cool stuff like He-Man and a big, huge collection of G.I. Joe stuff. So you'll see all that coming out. Oh yeah, here, this one was cool. This is White Widow #6. So as I've shown you in a couple videos before, I've got all the White Widow comic books so far, well, 1 through 5 at least, and a couple different variants on that. And then, so this is #6, and it's another lenticular. So I'm not quite sure what the motion is supposed to be on this one. What does it change into? Let's see, I can't really make that out myself. Oh, it's just another one where the costume just gets kind of torn up. This one's kind of cool because it's almost reminiscent of Cloak and Dagger, and I love Cloak and Dagger. And that's another thing, too. I just figured out that Cloak and Dagger actually had a TV show. And me being like a huge comic book nerd, and me loving Cloak and Dagger, and me not even knowing that they had a show that came out like a couple of years ago, and it failed like after 2 seasons. that just kind of goes to show you like why it failed, because I'm a Cloak and Dagger fan and I didn't even know it existed. And apparently it's just on like Hulu. And not everybody has Hulu. I mean, we have every other streaming service but Hulu. Well, we don't have Peacock, but I didn't have Hulu, and I've never seen it before. And no wonder it failed, because they're not even, there was no crazy advertisement for it, no anything. So yeah, good job Marvel in making that tank, because it could have been an amazing show. They could have probably interjected Spider-Man, because that was another big thing with the Cloak and Daggers. They're big into the Spider-Man stories, and they even know who secret Spider-Man's secret identity was. And I have this crazy comic book. I'll probably actually even do a review on this comic book later. It's like an old Cloak and Dagger comic book. Spider-Man's in it, and there's this crazy scene where they're talking, and then all of a sudden, Spider-Man kind of starts dancing with Dagger, and then she's just casually takes off his mask, and they start making out like it's crazy. But yeah, I'll have to get back to that later. But yeah, Cloak and Dagger, super disappointed that they kind of went that route. And it should at least be on Disney Plus, but maybe that's another one of those entities where at the time Marvel was selling stuff to Sony and other junk like that, and it kind of got lost in the mix. But I think, what did I see? Disney's maybe buying Sony, so maybe they should get maybe should get that property back and interject it into some of these up and coming things. I mean, because they could even put it into the new Venom. Because Cloak and Dagger was also into the Venom storyline, especially Maximum Carnage and all that happened. They were kind of an integral part in helping them defeat Carnage. But, yeah. So, big fail, Marvel. Big fail. Super disappointed about the Cloak and Dagger. Alright, so, I guess we'll just do this last one, and we'll kind of cut it short from here, and then we'll move on to the next thing, because, yeah, I got lots of other cool stuff to show you. Oh, yeah, this was on Facebook Marketplace. They have a comic books buy and sell page, and this guy was just selling, like, he just had a bunch of books, but only one of them caught my eye, so I picked it up. It was Venom number 16, Carnageized variant. And of course, I love Carnage, I love Venom, I love the symbiotes, I love everything about it, and it's got part of the White Spider, part Carnage, and it's Carnage with part of the White Spider, so it's even more amazing. So super excited to get that. I don't think I have Venom number 16 yet, so it's even an extra bonus, so I don't have to go try finding that, because I'm trying to kind of put together that run slowly but surely. Hopefully number 3 will come down in value eventually, because I'm not trying to spend a bunch of money on that. But yeah, make sure if you like my content to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you very, very soon.